Date now, February 9th.
You fuck.
Who said that?
This is Miss Contreras, who is facing the charge of driving after being declared a habitual violator in Butler County, Kansas. Ms. Contreras appeared in court through counsel and entered a guilty plea to 1 count of driving, while her license was revoked as a habitual violator, with the state agreeing to dismiss a 2nd count.
All right, Mr. Patterson, how do you want to proceed?
Your Honor, in this case, I would announce that Ms. Contreras would be entering a plea of guilty to count 1, driving after being declared habitual violator. States agreed to dismiss count 2.
And that's your agreement, Ms. Pierce?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Contreras, how do you plead then to count 1, driving after being declared an habitual violator?
Guilty.
You're admitting that on November 19th, 2023, you were driving in Butler County and that your license was revoked at the time?
Yes.
Do you remember where you were driving when the officer stopped you?
On the interstate.
Okay, out on the Turnpike, I-35, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you were driving and your license was revoked as an habitual violator, is that correct?
Yes.
Is anyone making you enter this plea by any threats or promises other than your plea agreement?
No.
Even though the judge had initially issued a sentence of 6 months in the Butler County Jail, that sentence was suspended on the condition that the defendant successfully complete probation and pay a court fine totaling $558. However, the defendant soon began tossing out little remarks at the judge as if she were checking items off a grocery list, and began questioning the fine and the terms of probation in a confrontational manner, actions that would make her situation worse.
This time, I will sentence you to 6 months in the Butler County Jail and fine you $200, order court costs of $108. And Mr. Patterson, you said you're appointed?
Yes, Your Honor.
Your attorney's fees will be $250. I believe that totals $558. I will grant you a 1-year reporting probation, and as long as you're successful on that, you will not have to serve the 6 months. But all standard conditions will apply, primarily 2 specific conditions. Number 1, do not violate any law during this 12 months and get the $558 paid. How much time do you need to pay that, if any?
I have a question. Why do I have to pay $200 for a Zoom meeting?
Why do you have to pay a $200 fine?
Yeah, why do I have to pay a $200 court fine?
Well, I could give you a $2,500 fine.
Don't matter to me. But okay, that's fine.
The fine can be anywhere up to $2,500. Your status is an habitual violator. That means you have been convicted so many times in traffic A and B misdemeanors that you qualify for revocation of license for 3 years.
Okay.
All right. Any more questions about that?
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, I do have one more question. Is it supervised probation or is it unsupervised probation?
Well, the recommendations of the parties was 1 year, but I'm starting to get concerned about your attitude and wondering if you need supervised, because I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to.
Oh, ma'am, you said supervised. He said unsupervised, and then you said 1 year supervised. I don't get it. I didn't hear it.
Well, if I had meant supervised, I would have added a $60 supervision fee.
She said that.
But like I said, I'm really getting concerned that.
Well, ma'am, I'm just repeating what you said to me. If it was a mistake, then it was a mistake. But you just said supervised probation at the end.
At this point, you can literally feel the tension rising in the courtroom as everyone waits for the inevitable moment when she finally pushes the judge too far. With every passing second, she doubles down on her sense of entitlement, acting as if the judge is the one on trial and she's there to critique the proceedings. The $250 fine was remarkably lenient under the circumstances, yet she continued behaving as if she shouldn't be held accountable at all. Despite the judge's patience and restraint, she kept on questioning and throwing an attitude at the judge. And what came next was of her own making.
And I know everybody in this room heard it, just like I heard it.
Mr. Patterson, is that what you heard?
Judge, I would prefer a breakout room with my client if I could.
Miss Cheryl, did you hear that?
I will ask you that, Miss Cheryl, because it is not appropriate for you to talk to counsel directly, other than your own. Miss Pierce, did you hear me say that supervised?
Yes, Your Honor. I heard you say reporting.
Reporting? All right.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, but that still did not justify a response. Mr. Patterson, I'll give you just about a minute with your client.
That's all I need, Judge. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Contreras, are you ready to proceed?
Yes, ma'am.
Your fine is again $200, court costs $108, $250 attorney fees for a total of $558. Your sentence again is 6 months. If you do not want to serve that 6 months, you need to be successful on a 1-year non-reporting probation. Non-reporting meaning you do not see a probation officer, but you are nevertheless on probation. If you violate the law during the next year, your probation can be revoked and you can serve the 6 months. If you fail to pay the $558 in the time I tell you, your probation can be revoked and you can serve your jail sentence. You also can get a collection agent if you don't pay, and you can add more time to the revocation of your driver's license if you don't pay. Now, I am willing to work with you on that payment schedule. Can you pay the whole $558 today, or do you need some time to pay?
No, ma'am.
No,
Okay.
All
You
right.
go ahead.
What I will do is give you an order that you pay at least. Will you tell me how much you want to pay? Can you pay $100 a month so that you can have this paid off in the 6 months to get your probation over?
No, I thought I had a year of probation.
So you want to make it in payments of a 12th, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I will grant you 1/12. I don't usually do that on non-reporting probation. So if I have to set it out that far, I will make it reporting probation because I need someone to monitor that and to make sure you're in compliance. So do you want to try to pay it off in 6 months, or do you want to pay it off in a year but make it reporting probation?
Ms. Contreras, do you understand what she's asking?
Yeah, I understand what she's saying.
Can you get it paid off within the 6 months?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right,
Thank you.
understand that's probably twice what I usually give folks. All right, so you'll need to make payments of about $100 a month and have that paid off in 6 months. And
I understand.
I know you understand, but your attitude is still an issue that troubles me. If you don't want to be back here before me or another judge on an issue to revoke probation, make sure you comply with the 2 terms I've given you. $100 payments until paid in full. First payment will be due November 21st, 2024. You will have a payment due the 21st day of every month thereafter until paid. So November 21st and the 21st of each month thereafter at the rate of $100 until paid.
Can I ask the question?
Certainly.
I have never known a judge to set up a payment plan, but I understand what you're saying. I get it paid off before then.
I'm transferring this to reporting probation. There will be a $60 probation fee. You will be required to report to probation as soon as this hearing is over. Go to the probation office down the hall and report. This will be a 1-year reporting probation. All standard conditions will apply, and they will go over those, and you will sign off on those, or you will not be given probation. You'll serve your 6 months. Payment plan that you're not used to, I'm still going to give you the order to pay $100 a month with your first payment due on October 21st, 2024, due on the 21st of each month thereafter.
That's the whole point.
What's the whole point?
All right, thank you. Never
What's
mind.
the whole point?
I'm talking to the officer.
The officer isn't your legal advisor.
What's
Mr.
the-
Patterson is. The whole point is to keep you out of jail. And if I have much more problem, I'm gonna say, forget probation. Let's just take her into custody and take her to jail for 6 months.
There's absolutely no one to blame but herself, because everything that happened in that courtroom was the direct result of her own mouth and her own attitude. For the next case, we are in Traverse City, Michigan, for a bond violation hearing and failure to appear at the hearing. Shannon Huey, 44, had entered a guilty plea to 1 count of attempted unlawful driving of an automobile, with prosecutors agreeing to drop a second related charge from the same incident. The court placed her on 2 years of probation, with multiple stipulations, including mandatory drug and alcohol screening. However, after Huey allegedly breached the terms of her probation, authorities took her into custody once more, before releasing her on a personal bond. When Ms. Huey failed to show up for her sentencing hearing, authorities arrested her yet again, marking her 3rd arrest. Earlier that day, Ms. Huey had told the judge that she wished to plead guilty to the bond violation without a lawyer present, so she could be sentenced and released the same day. But when the judge refused, all hell broke loose.
You were before the magistrate earlier this afternoon on video. You had the defense counsel with you. You told both of those people you wanted to waive a hearing, waive a lawyer, and plead guilty to bond violation. Is that right, ma'am?
I guess whatever I need to do to get this done.
So we have to reset sentencing.
Why can't we do it today? Can't you sentence me right now?
Your lawyer isn't here, ma'am. So we can't sentence you.
Can I do not guilty, please? Can I have a bond, please?
So I think you should call Janet Mistley. She's your lawyer. We're going to reset your sentencing that you missed on March 16th.
I'm not going to call her. Just sentence me. Just get this over with. Sentence me. Like, this is not who I am, and I just want this done. I want to move on.
So what we're going to do is enter a not guilty plea on the bond violation. The bond violation will be set at the same time as sentencing. I think we might be able to give you the date now.
That will be April 12th at 10 a.m.
So I've got to sit in jail until April 12th? I'm sorry.
Well, yes.
Hang on,
because you failed.
I'm having a hard time hearing.
Yes, you failed. You failed to show.
So another 30 days
You failed to show.
So another 30 days
Deputies immediately intervened and restrained the defendant.
I don't give a I can touch the needles. I cut myself. Wait, I cut myself. Biting you.
Put your other arm behind your back.
I just want to be sentenced and want to be done with this. I'm so over you people.
I'm gonna call medical.
I'm bleeding.
Take a deep breath. Let's get her out of this room.
Watch your step.
Though no additional charges were filed for the courtroom disruption, Huey later entered a guilty plea to the probation violation, resulting in her bond being revoked and a 180-day jail sentence. Next up, we're in Woodhaven, Michigan, for a complaint regarding civil eviction. The court had granted the defendant a courtesy Zoom hearing earlier that day, but as the judge began reading the case details, the defendant's behavior turned erratic, erupting into a profanity-laced tirade, repeatedly dropping F-bombs and directing insults at the court. The judge immediately identified Mr. Ronald Allen Bogus as the culprit, halted the proceedings, and ordered him to appear at the courthouse in person immediately.
1. Got Mr. Capitan, your appearance.
Yeah, John Capitan appearing on behalf of the plaintiff.
Your name?
Ronald Allen Bogus.
Do you have anything you want to say? Okay, so let me give you a little bit of advice. You can take it or leave. When I extend the courtesy of allowing somebody to appear by Zoom, when I allow somebody the courtesy of appearing by Zoom, I expect them to have the common sense to know that they're in a court. We get cases out of there, so I know where Marlowe's is. How many hours do you work at Marlowe's?
I work Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'd say between 25 and 30 hours, depending on the business.
On the 24th, but you have a trial that day.
24th of what?
March.
Of that is two $45 late fee charges, costs of $226.
I got actually $90 in late fees and $292.14 in past due rent. And what is the date now? February 9th?
You
Who said that?
I think that's Mr. Bogus, and I think he
Yes,
found the
Mr.
unmute button.
Bogus. You motherfuckers gonna cut me off?
Oh,
Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are?
I can't see you.
Who do you think you are?
I'm nobody.
Who do you think you are?
I'm nobody.
I want to know what kind of a punk would do that.
Bro, I can't see you. I was just on
You are not going to swear on
video
Zoom.
with you. I
You are
was just
not
on
going to.
video
I'll
with
tell you
you.
what,
I can't
Mr.
find you.
Bodges, you're going to come up here now. You're going to come up here in person. You talk to me like that, you'll be in lockup for 30 days. You want to act like a punk? I'm going to treat you like one. You get up to the courthouse now. You got it, Mr. Bogus, Mr. Tough Guy? You must have fought Muhammad Ali and beat him, huh, back in the day? Come on up. You're coming up, Mr. Bodges. You want to talk to me like that? You're going to end up in lockup, tough guy. You got it?
No, sir. No, sir.
Good. Good. He's coming up here. He doesn't come up, I'm defaulting him. I'm giving you half an hour to get here. Shut him up. Half hour to get here, Bogus.
When Mr. Bogus finally showed up at court, the judge gave him what he deserved.
We're not a bar. If we were going to talk like we were in a strip club, I'd bring the recorder to the strip club and my court officer to the strip club.
Stay home. I don't go.
Watch your mouth. Do not interrupt me.
Sir.
You use the F-bombs on Zoom ever again with me. I don't care if you're at your house. I don't care if you're in Mackinac Island. I don't care if you're in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. I don't care if you're in Russia. I don't care if you're in Venezuela. You will come over here and you will serve 30 days. Do you fully and completely understand what I am telling you? I didn't ask you if you heard me. I asked you if you fully and completely understand me.
I do not.
Well, then you have a seat right over there, and maybe I'll put you in the lockup. Hang on. You want to be a smart guy with me? I'll put you in the lockup for a few days. You can think about whether or not you understood. Stop it. You do not. You said you do not understand. So I'm going to make you understand, Mr. Bodges. You want to be a tough guy punk with me? You're messing with the wrong guy, okay? I'll just tell you that. I'm not that nice. I'll treat you with respect, but you're not going to treat this system like it's your lapdog. You got what I'm saying to you? Now, I'm going to ask you one more time. Do you fully and completely understand what I have said here today? If you tell me no, it's okay. We'll just put you in lockup for a while. Maybe you'll be able to. Huh? You sure? I didn't hear you.
Yes, sir.
You ever pull that nonsense with me, Mr. Bodges? You want to be disrespectful with everybody else? That's your business. You start being disrespectful with courts in this building, which is one of the finest in the state, I am going to lock you up. Do we fully and completely understand one another?
I do. We do.
Though the judge showed leniency, he made it clear that any future outburst would land Bogus in jail for contempt of court.